Hello again, everybody. This is Furious Jodo bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. Again, as with most of my matches so far, this is from the IEM or ESL IEM tournament that happened over in Cologne, Germany. This is between DuckloadRa, or White Ra as most people will know him. I believe Duckload is a sponsor, and LiquidTLO, the little one. Very good matches from these two in the beta, and so far, haven't seen a whole ton from White Ra in retail. I think he's definitely one of the oldest players in the general scene. He certainly has a real life, I suppose. So we will see what can happen with this here. So we have LiquidTLO as the blue Terran spawning in the bottom right, and White Ra or DuckloadRa spawning as the red Protoss in the bottom left. Sending a scout out, relatively normal scouting time just after the first pylon for DuckloadRa. And we have a scout coming out for TLO after finishing that supply depot. So gateway going down and barracks going down now for White Ra. For TLO. White Ra very good at being annoying with that probe, but nice job by TLO trapping him there. Nice use by White Ra of that. If you click on some minerals, probes kind of go through units. Nice use of that in order to get through that. And TLO is scouting things out, or he may be doing something up. Yeah, interesting. So, nothing too crazy yet. Refinery going down now and a simulator going down for White Ra. Pylon going down behind his minerals again. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Cyber Core pop up behind the minerals as well. Probe's still alive in the little one's base and still just being really annoying. He's going to go back out, charge his shields up, and as soon as they are charged back, he will probably head back in to do a little bit more harassment. Orbital command going down for the little one. Gas is saturated for both players. Don't have a second refinery for either player just yet. There's that cybernetics core for White Ra going down there. We've got a zealot out. Not sure where this guy's going, but we'll see. And we have little one just checking around, making sure there's nothing crazy going on. It's not unusual for White Ra to hide a pylon and hide a Stargate somewhere on the map so that you don't know about it. This zealot is gonna just chill here. I don't know that he wants to get involved with those Marines. There's two of them, so they can kind of kite him a little bit. SCV of the little one getting into White Ra's base, checking things out. All he can maybe see, well, he won't really be able to tell, but White Ra is supply blocked. And we have Marauders being produced again by the little one off that tech lab on the barracks, and some stalkers coming out from White Ra. Very similar to the last game we just saw. Second refinery going down now for the little one. Warp gate technology on the way for White Ra. And nothing's too crazy. These two zealots are pushing into the little one's base. Definitely not gonna do entirely too much damage, but they are a threat. Let's see if he can get any SCVs. No, he's just kind of hanging out in the minerals, running around. Not really, I suppose, using it to scout, make sure there's nothing that is missing. Not a whole lot of economic damage there. We do have a factory going down now for the little one. Second assimilator going down for White Ra. More stalkers on the way, more marauders on the way for the little one. Pushing out with this Marauder just to, I guess, show who's boss. I don't know. Marauders are one of the coolest units in the game and very, very good. For any other player, seeing Marauders is not a good thing. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. That thing that I just did that you did not know what I did. Pylon going down near his base. That robotics facility is about half done, and we have two more gateways going down. So pretty much, I think actually the exact same build we saw from White Ra last game. 3-gate robo. Stargate going down now. 2 starports going down now for the little one, and another barracks. Would not be surprised to see a similar composition as last game. Banshees, Marauders, some Marines, and maybe a Raven. Scan going down for the little one at about the same time as it did last game, checking things out. So he has a good idea of what White Ra has. White Ra does not have the best idea of what the little one has. If you just look, he hasn't had any scouting at all, really. Hasn't been able to get anything in there. We do have these starboards finishing now, and he's going to fly it over and land it on this tech lab. And where's the other tech lab? Or is this one going on a react? Oh, no, there's the tech lab. The factory's building it, so as soon as that's done, that'll land on it. We have Banshee coming out now. Not researching Cloak yet. Didn't research Cloak last game either. White Rock getting nearly supply blocked again. And we do actually have a Warp Prism out, and in this Warp Prism are 4 Zealots. We'll see what he can do with this. He may actually be able to do quite a bit of damage on some SCVs if he can play this right. Little One is not aware of this. We will see. It's nice to see some Warp Prism play. It's not used as much as I would like. I would really like to see it happen more often. Doing the drop while moving doesn't get a whole lot of damage in, but good job by the Little One, kind of moving his SCVs around, doing that trick where if you click on minerals, they'll go through units. Immortal coming out for White Rob. Banshee's coming out for the Little One. He's already got 2 out, I believe. Let's double check that. Yeah, 2 out already. And looking at the worker count, TLO actually slightly behind. So White Rod did, I think, take out 1 or 2 SCVs there. Nothing. It didn't do too crazy damage. Hellion running around. We have another Warp Prism from White Rod flying around. He did manage to pick up those Zealots. There's Stargate going down now for White Rye. I wonder if we will see. I wonder what we will see. Forge going down as well. That way we'll get some upgrades to use some more damage with his units on the ground. We do have a fairly sizable force from the Little One moving out. A Banshee Marauder Marine force again. There, I believe, are 4 Banshees. I don't know where the other one is. Ah, the other one is defending. Wow. How? Really? Not sure how I missed that. And warping units into the supply line now. We do have this attack from TLO pushing into White Raw's main. I hope White Raw can actually force field that ramp, but these Banshees are going to do a tremendous amount of damage to these Stalkers, and Immortal even without. Let's see what he can do. Looks like White Raw will actually hold this force off pretty well, but we do have 1 Marine coming to reinforce, so the Little One will retreat. We'll see what happens there. White Raw's attack is still going on in the Little One's base, still warping in Zealots into that supply line, definitely being annoying, definitely doing some economic damage here. And there's really not a lot that the Little One can do right now. He doesn't have very many Marines. He doesn't really have any air. He's going to move those Marines over now to try to take out that Warp Prism. But at this point, there is enough around this Warp Prism that I think White Raw should just have tried to salvage it and save it. There's no real sense in just throwing it away like that. We do have an expansion already up for White Raw. White Raw moving in with a little bit of a force here, but probably not going to push in. I don't think he has the forces to take out that many Banshees right now. There is a Viking out for TLO just to handle any Warp Prism shenanigans. Phoenix is out for White Raw as well, getting a few more out. He can use these to take out the Banshees definitely, take out the Viking, which isn't too much of a threat to his forces at the moment. And the Little One chasing after White Raw here, doing quite a bit of damage. Good job splitting things up. He has some SCVs with his army as well to help repair these Banshees. Those Phoenixes are going to make pretty quick work of those Banshees since they do additional damage to light. And I think White Raw will remain after this fight as well. Looking down, TLO dropping it down another barracks. An Observer out as well, just to ensure there's nothing going on. But I don't even believe that, yeah, there is no cloak for those Banshees yet. White Raw getting a photon cannon in his mineral line. No upgrades yet coming out from this forge, just using it for the cannons, I suppose. Another Warp Prism coming out. Just got some Zealots running around. We do have another gateway going down for White Raw. And just making sure what upgrades he has in case I missed anything. We have a Tech Lab going down on another a reactor going down on this factory. I'm thinking because he sees so many Zealots, he may pump out some Hellions, or he may just go ahead and transfer that to another building. Mule blowing up here. More Immortals coming out for White Raw, some more Phoenixes. Looks like he's going to push out with this interesting. Not sure where he's going with these Phoenixes, maybe just doing some scouting. A Zealot and 2 Phoenixes ready to make their assault on this base. And those Marines will make pretty quick work of those Phoenixes if he leaves them in. The Zealot gets taken out. Really just concentrating on these Banshees, but these Phoenixes just aren't enough. Those Marines are definitely going to do a lot of damage to them. Kind of trying to sacrifice the Banshee to take that out and just not working. He did have another Warp Prism coming in, and that attack did not work nearly as well as his last one. The little one is ready to defend that now. He's got a number of Marines, all these Banshees, some Vikings. Assimilators going down at the expansion for Whiterot. Got some probes just kind of sitting here. I guess the idea is that they'll get the gas when it comes up, but I think you could be better used just throwing them on minerals until you need them. We still have Phoenixes coming out. Another Stargate coming down for Whiterot. He's not supply block, but dropping more pylons just to make sure. Banshee Viking Force moving out for the little one. He's also got his Marines on the way to bother things at the front. This is actually, these Banshees are doing a really good job of handling Whiterot's forces. Phoenix is just hanging out by the expansion of the little one. He actually just got this other expansion up. Scan going down to make sure he knows what's going on. Here come the Phoenixes going. He has no anti-air. He can't handle... Wow, he does not have anything to help out those Phoenixes. Here comes some Stalkers, but I don't know that he'll be able to hold off this force. Those Banshees are going to take out those Stalkers, and that Viking will take out, yeah, Viking takes out the Phoenix. We do have these photon cannons, but Whiterot just lost all of his forces. He's going to definitely have to be in hold mode here. Still doing a lot of damage to the little one. The Zealots, nice micro by the little one, pulling back those Marines to make sure the Zealots can't just start wailing on him. Some sentries for Whiterot. He has some money, but all he could build is Zealots, and that's not going to do anything against these Banshees. He's got some gas, warping in more units. There's another Zealot. And I don't know what he can do against this. Pulling his probe to try and handle the Marines. More Zealots warping in to handle the Marines. But he really needs to get something that can take out these air units, because otherwise he's really just not in a good position. He's still mining from his expansion, sending his probes back. Here comes the little one again, pushing in. There is a Colossus out, but I don't know that that's... Those Vikings and that Banshee just completely destroyed it. Didn't even get a single shot off. We have more Phoenixes being produced by Whiterot, trying to get a few out before he sends it in. Goes after, and he just does not have the forces to push this back. We'll see if he can do anything here. The Warp Prism's back, dropping off a Zealot, but that Zealot didn't do a whole lot. We do have a single pylon up here for Whiterot. TLO still moving in, checking back on his base. He's pulling some SCVs to his expansion. Still just producing Banshees and Marines. Nothing too crazy, but it's working for him. There's some sentries, some more Zealots coming out for Whiterot, trying to pull him back to this cannon, but the little one's just going to destroy the tech. He's not going anywhere near that cannon. He's just going to do any damage he can far away from it. More reinforcements coming from the little one. Whiterot pulling more units, or not pulling, warping in more units. There goes that Viking, but there's two Banshees and only one Stalker. He's not going to be able to take this down. And as soon as he gets these Stargates, Phoenixes are out of the question, and Whiterot does not have a lot of money right now. He could maybe pump out some sentries right now to help with this force, but they're not going to do that much against the Marines. Two Stalkers and a sentry. This force, the little one, is beating any force that Whiterot has. He does have a cannon at this expansion, but it's in the front, and the pylon is easily reachable, but he's not even going to worry about that. He's just going to go after the Nexus. More Vikings on the way, more Marines on the way for Whiterot. Don't even know that he needs the Vikings because he has taken out this Stargate tech, so other than maybe a rogue Warp Prism, which, no, that's just an observer. But really, I think there's nothing really Whiterot can do here. And there's the GG in two separate lines, and TLO just says a giant G before DuckloadRa drops. So that is the series between Whiterot and the little one at the ESL IEM tournament over in Cologne, Germany. I'm Furious Jodo. Thank you for watching. And yeah, still working on my commentary. I think I'm getting better, but you know, just for fun, I guess. So thanks for tuning in. Furious Jodo here, and I'll try to do more before I have to go to work. Thank you.